Aries, my name's Leona from Super Conscioussoul, and this is your April love reading. So I have to apologise to any readings that I didn't get through towards the end of last month. I had sciatic nerve pain, which was constant, and I was just trying to fight between doing yoga and between taking the medication, which was way too many milligrams. My head would have been all over the place. So I worked through and did like some yoga, intensive yoga for a week in order to do that. But it meant that I was kind of in a lot of pain, too much pain to concentrate on readings. So here we are starting afresh in April. So Aries, what I see is that in your love reading, you're going through some massive changes this month. This is underneath the deck. So this is the energy underneath. This is the undercurrent. It's talking about an end to cycles. It's talking about completion. It's talking about karma right now. Karma is quite heavy for you right now. Although I do see that it's in the positive for you. It could be in terms of your boundaries, in terms of what you're letting other people get away with, what other people are getting away with, or what you're doing to other people. So in terms of, this is a karmic card to say that what goes around comes around, and I feel like it's coming in your balance this month. So you come in with the Three of Wands in reverse. Now this is saying that it's like you're scared to take that move forward. You're scared to make a decision about something. You're very weary. You're very anxious. You're also looking into the past with this. It's like you're focusing more on the past than the present or the future, It's like you're not wanting to make goals with somebody, or you're feeling like you're being not able to make goals with somebody. It could be like you're feeling as well like you're losing out on opportunities. It could be that you're feeling like the energy is scattered, your energy is being drained, the energy is not together. We do have two energy on one side here and one energy on the other, so it could be not about moving forward with somebody. And I feel like you're just coming out of this, because I feel like this is manipulation that you already know about, because next to that, we have you kind of getting away, getting out of a situation, deciding not to be manipulated by a situation anymore, feeling like there's somebody's doing covert operations, somebody's doing things externally that you're not liking internally, and I feel like you're trying to pull your energy away. You're trying to get away from this, because you do have the Eight of Cups here. So the Eight of Cups is very Mercury retrograde. It's about reassessing a situation. It's about looking at it again. Or it could be deciding to walk away from a situation, deciding to manifest something else as well. Now I feel like whatever anxieties or fears or doubts that you have right now, because this is also anxiety, it's also a 9 when you break it down in numerology, the 18. So that means it's about endings of cycles, completions. You're going through a phase right now that is about to move on as well with the Eight of Cups. It's like you're going through this internal phase where you're looking at where you're directing your energy in relationships. You're looking as well, it's about things that have happened to you in the past as well, because you do have the past life relationship. You have known each other before. So for some of you, it's a relationship that's come back from the past, but you may not have known them in this lifetime, in this body, There may be this sense of somebody making this offer, but you're indecisive about whether to move forward with it. You have this anxiety and this pull as well. With the past life relationships and the anxiety card, I would also say that you're kind of pulled between being drawn to it and having these fears. It may feel like you've known this person before, like you've known them in a previous life, or it could be that you've known their imprint before. You've known how they're treating you before. You're feeling like you can sense that there's things that are coming up from past relationships, and now you're feeling like the need to kind of get away from that. However, you do have the Strength card here as well. This is talking about having inner confidence, inner strength, yeah? Because you're doing a lot of inner searching at the moment, because I'm looking at a couple of these reverse cards with the Three of Wands, and it's like you're refocusing where to put your energy. Now the Three of Wands also talks about the ramifications of the decisions that we make right now, and you could be thinking, well, I've been in the past with this, I'm looking at the past of this situation, and I'm thinking, can I really move forward with this? Am I able to move forward with this? What it's saying is, whatever decision you decide to make, this could be about two opposing forces. It could be about feeling like you're coming out of a stalemate. You're deciding to make a decision now. You're deciding to move in the direction that you need to move now. Yeah, it's like you're awakening up now, and it's after you've got this inner confidence. However, next to that is also the King of Wands in reverse. So I would say that you're preparing to make a decision, yeah, and you may feel like this decision could be hurtful to somebody, but with the Strength card there, it's asking you to look at your inner confidence and your inner strength, not to look at your fears, yeah. There's also talk about healing in this situation, yeah, because the King of Wands in reverse, he's a very domineering character, he's a very angry character. It is definitely Aries, but the reverse side of Aries, and it's also could be you looking at your energy internally, looking at your inner fire, your inner passions, what it is you want. It's also not allowing other people to overstep your boundaries, but it also talks about not overstepping other people's boundaries, making sure that you're not the one who's now delivering this karma or this karmatic decision. Not that I'm saying you don't make the decision, but maybe look at how you handle giving off that decision. It could also be that somebody's trying to control or dominate you, and you're feeling that, yeah. If there is any sort of control or domination, yeah, I'd say to move away from it. However, you do have the card of victory here, 28. So that is also a 10. That is talking about new beginnings. So once you get past this anxiety and this fear, because I feel like you're doing this reassessing with the Mercury retrograde as to what it is you want out of love, yeah? And that's giving you a new perspective on a situation. You've also had enough of a situation. It's like your boundaries have been maxed out. It's like somebody maxed out your credit card and you just had enough now. Now you're making this decision to move away from anything that feels manipulating, anything that feels controlling, yeah, and that brings the victory, yeah. But there's these new romantic feelings that are coming in. So it could be that this new romantic feeling, I feel, for a lot of you, comes after this period of I've had enough, because then we have this Two of Cups, which talks about things coming back together. It can talk about things coming back together. It could also talk about our partners reflecting back to us, like a shadow back to us. It can also talk about a lot of healing in terms of love at the moment. So this could be your shadow side coming up, and that's the stuff that needs healing. That's the stuff that needs looking at. Maybe it's asking you to be tender, more tender with yourself, more nurturing in terms of yourself as you go through this process of healing, yeah, because you do know what you want. You've come out of that now. It's like you're finally seeing the light for the trees, sort of thing. You're being enlightened now. It's turning around. But I do feel it came at the expense of something that happened that was out of order. There was something malicious, something very domineering, very angry. There was a really bad energy, and somebody chose to walk away from that, yeah. But I feel like somebody still wants to argue in the situation, and I feel like you're walking away from that argument. You're walking away from that. It's asking you also to look at your romantic feelings. It says that your feelings are real and are worth exploring. And it also tells you to stay optimistic about your love life underneath that. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So In terms of putting the Three of Wands back upright, this is then you get into the end of the month, you making that decision to move forward. It's also energies coming together. So you're either working on making these energies coming together, or for a lot of you, you're kind of doing a lot of internal work and deciding to leave anything that's manipulating. It's like you're getting your energy out of there, because I feel like somebody could have been quite controlling or manipulating in a relationship, and that was like the straw that just caused you to walk away. In terms of the King of Wands, it's like you're being asked to put more energy into this decision this month. Yeah, Aries, you're being asked to move forward and not allow yourself to kind of get stuck in that energy or stuck in this energy. It's about allowing yourself to move forward with the healing. It's going past that lion. Imagine there's a cave and there's a lion sat in front of it. It's asking you to get past that lion gently and calmly this month. It's talking about your inner confidence, your inner going with your inner instincts, your inner strength, yeah, and that will help you move forward and decide to break away. That is when the ending comes and these new beginnings can come with this victory, which would also break down to a 1, which is the new beginnings, the anxiety, the end of all that anxiety, the end of this past stuff that you're going through. So now it's talking about the thinking man in reverse. Now this is saying that you could be, it's like you're needing to go through this process of healing with the thinking man in reverse this month. You're needing to kind of think about all your options. It's also, 1 minute, let me grab the book for this one. It says it could represent a male or in authority who is not acting in your best interest, but that we got that as well with the King of Wands in reverse. It's also talking about it's more about you, because it's saying that this period that you're going through is a period of learning and it's a period of growth, and this is actually what you need for your path in order to get past this karmic cycle, in order to move past things. It's like you're being asked to set up boundaries, you're being asked to recognize the healing and recognize that where a relationship may need counseling, where a relationship might need some spiritual support, where you need to kind of go to your friends for support with the thinking man as well. But it's saying to stay optimistic, because whatever you're going through this month, Aries, there's new beginnings that are coming with the Two of Cups. This is new offers. This is also making a choice. So by the end of all of this process, you get to a point where you can make a choice, and then you can trust that your romantic feelings about a situation, because you've gone through all that processing. You've processed all the past life stuff. You've processed you've gone through that cycle. This is also a 10, so it's about that ending and new beginnings and allowing them to come through. And that's when I feel that you will make your best choices, when you have gone through this process from beginning to end, yeah? Because there's things that will happen. It's like there's almost situations that are guiding you this month as well. You have the Strength card, so that's the only major arcana, and the Hangman. So the Strength card and the Hangman, in terms of major arcana, Strength is talking about 8, and it's talking about power. It's talking about uniting two things that are supposed to be together. It's also asking you to meditate and imagine that lemskate, or that figure of 8 on the side. And as you go through the meditation, so as you go through this bit, imagine one person or one part of the process, and then as you go through the other loop, imagine the other process, and just see them coming together, yeah, in order to bring about that healing. I do feel like there's a lot of forgiveness that's needed here as well. Forgiveness is a process of release that will allow you to kind of move forward and get past things and reassess things. The Hangman is asking you to look at things from a new perspective this month, and it's also saying that I feel like it's not about making sacrifices anymore. It's about standing in your internal power and having that courage this month. So take care. Stay blessed, Aries. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.